Good day everyone, we are the group 7 and we are going to discuss about pricing strategy. Before I dive into the proper discussion, let me first read to you the learning objectives. So we have 4 learning objectives. At the end of the chapter, the learners are able to number 1, support pricing, its perspectives, importance, and objectives. Number 2, critique how a price setup for a product and service. Number 3, illustrates pricing strategies. And number 4, decide on price adjustments. Different perspective on price. Customer's view. The customer is the one who seeks the satisfaction for a need or set of needs by buying a certain product or a set of product. Customer view, it is very helpful to look at price from the standpoint of the customers because it provides help to identify value which could be the source for producing core advantage. Society's view. Price plays two different roles in a society, which are being a rational man and irrational man. Being a rational man, it is assumed under economic theory that the consequences of price manipulation are predictable. While being an irrational man, price accepts man's response to be at times changeable, and pretesting price manipulation is an indispensable job. Understanding pricing. Price is the word that is assigned to a product or service which a consumer must pay in order to receive it. Price refers to the amount na imuhang ibayad para ma-receive to nimo ang ilahang product or services na ilahang gibaligya. While setting up a price of a product or service, the following considerations have to be remembered. First, nature of the product and service. So we have two different nature of the product, the tangible and intangible. Tangible is referred to the product nga mahawidan nimo or refer to the product nga imong mahawidan. Then intangible is refers to those kaning mga services nga gina-offer sa mga businesses. Number 2, the price comparable product service in the market. So kung mag-set ka price sa imong product or services, dapat is comparable na siya sa competitor. So for example, imong competitor is nag-set siya price is lower, then ang imong is mahal. So definitely mas naay competitive advantage imong competitor kay barato man iyahang price iyang product. So kung ikaw mismo as an owner, so you need to make yourselves na makakompete pud ka sa imong competitor through comparing or lowering your price. Number 3, target audience or for whom the product is manufactured, such as a high, medium, or lower class. So kung magbalik ka sa imong product, so dapat naapod kay maset nimo imong target customer. So imo bang customer is katong mga pobre or nasa average nga level or katubang mga dato. Number 4, the expenditure of production such as labor costs, raw material costs, machinery costs, inventory costs, transit costs, and etc. So, pag mag-set ka price, so dapat pwede mo i-consider ang imuhang mga costs sa imuhang production para dito nimo mahibaw-an kung unsaon nimo pag set sa imuhang price, kung mahalan ba nimo or imuhala siyang baratuhon sa imuhang pag-set sa imong price. And lastly, the external factors such as economy, government policies, legal issues, and so on. So, kung mag-set up price sa ang product or services, dapat ato po i-consider ang mga lain factors such as ang sa government policies, legal issues, o sa ato ang economy. So, dapat kuanta kaning aware ta kung sa mga panghitabo sa ato ang palibot for us to be able vigilant sa mga issues, and then ato ang ma-realize unsaon nato pag-set sa ato ang mga product and services na i-offer sa ato ang customers or i-offer nato sa people. Importance of price. Profit margins. The price set for a product or service affects the profit margins per unit sold. So, profit margin refers to the percentage of income remaining after costs are deducted from sales revenue. So, for example, when you're selling with higher prices, it gives a higher profit per item. However, higher prices may result to lower sales volume, which can reduce or eliminate profit because the overhead cost per unit. So, kung mag-set ka price, imo pwede consider ang profit margins. So, for example, nag-set ka sa imong products into mahal, so then imuhang tan-awan kung imuha bang profit margin is taas pud ba. So if ever imuhang profit margin is baba sa high price, so dili to nimo siya pwede sundon. However, kung mag-set kag price sa imong product is barato, then ang result sa iyang profit margin is taas, so okay na siya nga pag sa imuhang setting sa imong price. Sales volumes. One of the most noticeable effects of pricing in business is an increase and decrease in sales volume. Sales volume refers to the total amount of goods and services sold over a certain period of time. So for example, when you setting your price, you need to observe the increase and decrease of sales volume. Kaya kung mag-set ka price na mahal tapos result diay sa imong sales volume is baba, so it results na baba pud imong profit. On the contrary, when you set your price lower, so it can increase profits kay daghan may mamalit sa imuhang product. So that's why motaas pud imuhang sales volume. Position. For some consumers, price reflects things about the business, the products and service which create the perceived value. In positioning, you need to price your product correctly for its position in the market. For example, if you are selling a luxury product or service, its position will be at the high end of the market, and so your price point will be reflect this and sit in the higher price bracket. So, ang example, ani ka na ganing mga luxury nga mga brand like Chanel, Louis Vuitton. So, ilahad yung mga price ilahang mga product is grabe ka mga mahal. Kaya of course, luxurious mga ilahang kaning mga product is mga mahalon. So, ilagi position ilahang mga product sa high-end nga level. Market share. The price set for product or service makes it relatively competitive in the marketplace. In the market share, the price you set makes you more or less competitive in the marketplace, affecting your share of the market's volume. For example, some businesses lower prices temporarily to gain market share from competitors who can't respond to and meet a price decrease. And lastly, the loss leaders. Various businesses set price for their products or services at or less than cost to obtain customers into their businesses. So there's a loss leaders na yung mga business owners nga ginaset nila ilahang price silang product and services nga barato even though dili sila makabawi sa ilahang cost. Ang ilahalang main target is makagain sila og customers sa ilahang product and services. So, ang kani siyang strategy, it may results kaning dili siya profitability kay dili man dako imong profit. So, pwede siya ma-bankrupt ang isa ka business or dili ma-successful ang isa ka business. However, kani nga strategy, pwede rin mo siya gamiton temporarily. So, if ever makagain na ka og customers, pwede na nimo siya anam-anamon pag-increase sa imuhang price sa imong product and services. Kay na naman kay loyal and trusted nga mga customers nga nakatry sa imong product and services nga if ever is satisfied sila or giganan sila sa imong product and services nga gina-offer.
So there are 5 objectives. First, survival, maximizing the current profits, capturing hedge market share, market scheming, and product quality leadership. So, survival. So, ang survival is a primary goal to set a prices to stay competitive and survive in the market. This might involve pricing products to cover costs when facing intense competition or challenging market condition. So, for example, ang small restaurant lowers its menu prices during a recession to attract para ma-attract nila ang more customer and to stay in the business. Next is maximizing the current profit. So, companies aim to earn the highest profit possible by considering factors like demand, supply, or product substitute. So, prices are adjusted based on the factors. So for example, ang ice cream shop nag-rise siya prices during summer when the demand is high, maximizing its profits. Next is capturing market share. Some companies set lower prices to gain a larger market share. So this can achieve by offering competitive pricing and taking advantage of economies of scales, maintain profitability. So another example is a new smartphone manufacturer. Nag-sell sila phones at a lower price to quickly gain significant share of the market. Next is market skimming. Company initially prices their innovative or technologically advanced products high and gradually reduce price over time. So these strategies capitalize on early adopters willing to pay a premium. Next is product quality leadership. So some companies price their product based on the perceived quality or luxury associated with them. So customers are willing to pay premium prices for a high quality and prestigious product. So for example, ani nato no kay kaning luxury car brands like BMW, which is BMW, Mercedes, and Jaguar charge premium prices because kani nga cars are perceived mga high quality and prestigious. So the next one is consideration and price settings. There are also 5: cost, customer, competitors, tried pricing, odd number pricing. So cost. So business must calculate the all expenses including raw materials, labor, rent, and overhead costs para ma-determine nila ang cost sa pag-produce sa product. Pricing should cover this cost and provide a profit. The target profit can be calculated using the formula gross profit target equals P over C, which is P where P is price and then the C is cost. For example, ani na to is clothing retailer. So they calculates the cost of manufacturing, transportation, and store rent to set price of its clothing items. So aim for a 50% profit margin. Then next is customer. When you say customer, it is an understanding customer reference to it's crucial for pricing decision. For a market research, ani is it helps to identify the customer demographic and psychographics para ma-determine nila whether they prioritize price or technology features or product quality. Next is competition. Business need to be aware of how competitors price of their products and consider the perceived value in the market. So the market research and competitor analysis to help making informed pricing decision. For example, a company may set a premium price of its product para offer to more value and supervisor quality i-compare nila sa mga competitors. Alternatively, they may opt for a lower price with a focus of a highly quality. Diba? Ingana, lower price with a focus on a highly quality. If ang mga competitors' product are highly valued sa mga customer. Next is tried pricing. So, tried pricing involves offspring products at different price points. Often with varying features of a quality level, customer can choose the price level that match their budget and needs. So, another example ani is a software company. They offers kanang mga tried pricing for its product, which basic, premium, and enterprise option, allowing sila sa mga customer to select the features and pricing that suit of their requirements. Next is odd numbering pricing. So, kaning strategy is nag-use sila price with the odd numbers. For example, ani is 4.99. To create psychological advantage as a customer perceive, this prices is significant lower than rounded numbers. So for example, ang retail store nag-price sila for its items of 9.99 instead of 10,000 as a customer 10 para ma-perceive nila it is a better deal even though the difference is just one current lang 9.99 para saan na tapos instead of 10 ang nag-perceive sila is ginadil nila ang only one lang even though there are different just one current. So kaning mga condition naga-help ni siya sa business trade para ang balance between covering cost, meeting customer expectation and remaining competitive in the market. Ultimately, they determine the most effective pricing strategy. That's all.
Next, the pricing strategy. In marketing is identifying the most advantageous price for a product. It is a method and procedures companies employees to determine the rates they are charged to their goods and services. There are 4 key pricing strategies being used by majority of companies in all types industries. First, the premium pricing. Second, the penetration pricing. Third, the economy pricing. And the last is the price scheming. Premium pricing is setting a higher price than competitors for a unique brand with a strong competitive advantage. Premium price is a strategy involves setting a price of the product higher than similar product. There are highly effective in the following condition. First, the early introduction, uniqueness, luxury products, strong barriers to entry, limited production, no substitutes, and patents. Economy pricing involves setting prices for a products with minimal production costs. It is commonly used in retail foods business for groceries and supermarkets. And it also pricing strategy where products have a lower prices due to the low production cost. Economy pricing allows business to the price products according to their production value because they don't acquire the extra cost of advertising or marketing. Next, the price scheming. As a strategy happens when a company set a temporarily high price for the product or service, particularly during the introductory phase. It is also a price-setting strategy that a firm can employ when launching a product or service for the first time. It is product pricing strategy which by a firm changes the highest initial price that customers pay then lower it over time. There are 3 pricing strategies. First, the psychology pricing is a setting price a little lower than rounded numbers. Second, the bundle pricing. In the bundle pricing, companies trade a package or multiple goods or services for a lower price than they would charge if it is customer purchase all of them individually. Third, the product line pricing is splitting products into several price categories from different quality level. It is the minds of the customers usually used by retailers.
Optional product pricing is the practice of selling one main product at a lower price than selling accessories for that product at a higher price. Now, the example of optional product pricing is a company could offer 2 versions of a product with a more expensive version, including additional features or benefits. Or a company could offer discounts and upgrades to customers who purchase the basic version of the product. The other one is captive product pricing is offering price for a core product but high prices are set on the captive products. A common example of a product with a captive pricing is a printer because you purchased ink to allow the printer to keep functioning. The third one is promotional pricing, is artificially lowering the price of a product or service to enhance value through time-based scarcity perception. So naka-include diri ang buy one get one free or seasonal sales, promotion, discounts, and flash sales based on specific pricing objectives and business strategy. Geographical pricing is a regulating a product sales price occurred in location to reflect shipping or satisfy the market clearing price in that place. So the example of geographical pricing is a company may offer its product or services at a lower price in one geographic area if the shipping costs are less expensive or if other businesses sell similar goods in that region at a higher pricing points. So value pricing is a strategy in setting a price based typically on a consumer perceived worth or value of a product or services. So let's say a coffee shop. Company A charges twice as much for a cup of coffee than their competitor. Company V, although their prices are double what other change for similar product. People are willing to pay more for coffee from Company A. Price adjustment. Here are common reasons to raise a prices which include first is inflation, second is increased cost. Inflation. During times of inflation, companies initiate increasing prices to sustain profitability. So example, ang inflation ay ang pagtaas ng mga presyo ng mga bilihin at serbisyo sa isang bansa na sinusukat kada buwan. So another example is halimbawa naa ka sa grocery tapos nakinatungog someone na niingon, hala, wala na kay budget, kulang akong mga nadala na kwarta para sa palitunon. So muna siya one of example sa inflation kanang magkulang kag budget sa imong mga palitunon tungod sa pagtaas ng mga presyo. The last one is increased cost. When production costs for the companies swell, they are expected to increase their prices to make up for the change in cost. So the example of increased cost is our increasing cost industry. The supply of oil, gold, and silver is limited. There are finite resources, the supply of materials for production in an increasing cost industry. So here are some reasons for a decrease in price, which include the first one is answer to competitor change, the second one is center in growth, the last one is reduce cost.